Fox Sports welcomes you to Las Vegas Motor Speedway and the NASCAR Cup Series. 400 miles the distance around this mile-and-a-half speedway today. Some drivers off to a great start for the season, coming off a great finish, which Kyle Busch wasn't happy with, even third. But how about Joey Logano? Front row starts in all three races, but not a single stage point, nor a top-ranked finish to show for the start of this season.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for! Drivers, start your engine!
Ford versus Chevy, Logano versus Larson. Green flag, 400 miles awaits.
Whoa, big block by Buescher. Looked like Chase Elliott was trying to make a move. That was close, Kevin.
Well, those restarts are going to be like that all day because these guys know that this is when the tires are the freshest. There's all that apron down there. It's very enticing, and you're going to see them 3, 4, and maybe even 5 wide today on the restarts.
See Truex turn down right off the bumper of Bubba Wallace. These guys are getting after it.
Well, we see Kyle Larson going after the lead right here, and this is what we've talked about all weekend, Clinton. He got his car turned in the middle of the corner, was able to run the bottom of the racetrack and turn right under Joey Logano to take the lead in what we feel is probably the fastest car. And as we talked at the beginning of the race, we feel like it's also Kyle Larson against his right rear tires.
And yesterday in practice, as you guys noted, the boards were down, including the 22. They were able to adjust on that race car and make some adjustments. And we've got a car slow on the track, Mike.
Right rear tire, guys. Christopher Bell.
Well, guys, this is exactly what we talked about in our meetings this morning. It's kind of a gamble on that right rear tire. How much load can I put through the bump stop, and how low can I get the air in that right rear tire? And everybody's going to push it, but I don't know if this is that situation. But we know that these guys want to run as little air as possible in that right rear tire, and this is the consequences that come with it sometimes. Well, I think that's an important pass right there, Clint, with William Byron getting by Kyle Larson, and I think up front, these guys on 2 tires.
Look at this.
I don't know that that's going to work for them very long.
This might be.
I don't know.
That's 4 or 5 cars passed in one lap. One corner, I mean. Excuse me.
What a run, and that began back in turns 1 and 2.
Great
for
move.
William Byron.
Fantastic. Love it. Here comes Larson on that outside.
Bottom shot, Corey LaJoie. Didn't work that time, but we are under caution for the second time in Las Vegas. That is Christopher Buescher's RFK Racing Ford.
A big lift right there already. I think he knew something was going on. What it was, that right front wheel falls off. See the lug nut fall off right with it. Wheel comes off.
Here in Las Vegas, 32 laps complete. There's the AMR safety crew on the scene. And if we widen out just a bit, you'll see the welder truck parked at the bottom of the banking so they can get his equipment up there to repair the wall. Now, because of that, they have red flagged the cars and stopped them on the back straightaway so that this work can be completed in a minimum amount of time.
It's like Byron has picked up a trash bag or something. A lot of debris with all this wind out here.
And he has reported he is overheating. Larry.
Yeah, he may be overheating, but he is complaining. He said absolutely just plowing. But yeah, that's got the whole nose covered right there.
Busch and Larson continue to battle. Byron makes it onto pit road. Wow, if it wasn't for bad luck, Regan.
And Mike, when he came on the radio and said he had the debris on the grill, the team immediately jumped up on the wall. The report from William Byron, the temp was 350 when he came down the front stretch last time already.
Will we have a play in the game? And right now they said a little bit tight, but he feels pretty good. Happy with the car, the balance overall for the 19, Regan.
What a run back through the field for Christopher Bell, who just broke back into the top 10 a little while ago. The report from the driver on his car is that it is very good. No complaints about the car. He's had this race circled before the season even started to get to Vegas, and he's proven why right now.
Boy, Kyle Busch does not want to give up this lead.
Larson did a good job getting to his outside. I thought he was going to roll right by him, but no, sir. Kyle Busch holding tough on that bottom. Finally gets the job done.
We may have a new leader coming to the flag for stage 1. Tyler Reddick sweeps up behind Kyle Larson and will not take the stage win. Larson gets it side by side for third. Give it to Truex over Busch, Hamlin, and Gibbs.
Just to update Corey LaJoie, what a run for him. This is a good measuring stick for this team. We expect them to be good on those drafting tracks like he did the last 2 weeks, but he is so happy with the car, you guys. He said, I don't want any adjustments. My entry is good. I think he's the only driver that has not complained yet today.
3 wide for second place here, as Kyle Larson tries to take advantage of the Truex-LaJoie battle. And Blaney right behind them. Kyle Busch down to the apron. Wow. Lead change, Kyle Larson dropped to the inside, battled Denny Hamlin, and retook the lead. Larson's now been out front for a total of 37 laps. He's led 4 times. Harrison Burton, the 26th place car, about to go 1 lap down.
Oh,
no trouble.
Christopher Bell is around off of 2. More trouble for him. I don't think it's no right rear tire flat. That thing was up.
Leaders in 2 now.
4th caution of the day. Christopher Bell was in 14th place when this happened.
You see him right behind Chase Briscoe here. Gets loose. Round she went.
Just
caution out.
Yeah, right in the middle of that corner is where the bumps are that we talk about, and the higher up the racetrack you go. But a lot like last week when we were at Atlanta, Clinton, we see those cars kind of halfway poked out with that right front fender. It puts you in a position to where the car can get freer, especially if you're on the verge of being too free anyway.
That Chase Elliott fan right there, he likes what he sees. Finally, Chase Elliott back in the game here. Stage points on the line. They're going to be going for it.
4 wide. Wide for an instant.
I told you we'd hear it today, Clint.
Look at the runs coming. All over the place, a lot of blocking. How about these 2 tires for Bowman? Got tight right here. Larson to the inside of him for the lead.
Who says we can't have a finish like last week here?
Reddick is back.
In Larson's draft, going to 3, gets half of that length back.
Trying to break that draft, Kyle Larson. Looking to the outside for the stage win right here. Not going to get it done.
Kyle Larson sweeps the stages as he did last fall. And for 10th and the final stage point, give it to Eric Jones. Larson and Reddick. Chevy Toyota front row. Here we go.
Got him back on their feet here. These restarts are wild. Comes Kyle Larson already looking to the outside. Excuse me, Kyle Busch.
A lot of 3 wide. Big runs off turn 2 on the top. Three wide for second.
We see a lot of 3 wide, like you say, Mike.
4 wide back here, boys.
Yeah, and what we've got right now is we've got a mixed up field. We've got the guys that stayed out in the front. You got the back half of the field that said, the heck with it. We're going to come in. We're going to take a chance, put stickers on. And they drove right through the middle and around the outside with those new tires.
I'm watching Tyler Reddick and his teammate that's down laps, Bubba Wallace, making a difference. Watch Bubba. He goes up. He had new tires on. He's going to get a run, and he's been pushing Reddick to the leader of Kyle Larson. See, here he comes. That's teamwork at its finest. It's going to push him right up front. They're running down the leader doing this.
Now, Bubba, after that long pit stop where they had to cut off a lug nut, is 13 laps down. So his top 5 string is over. Cindric is in, Stenhouse, and here comes the leader, Kyle Larson.
Well, the day he's been having, Mike, it's no surprise he hasn't said a thing on the radio since he last came into pit. Car has been very good. All they've made is an air pressure adjustment on this 5 machine today. He's led 136 laps as he parks it there. 4 tires, clear vision. They got that tear off. They catch the tire and work the left side.
Reddick lost a bunch of ground with a slow pit stop.
Byron had to back up to get it in his stall, and Kyle Busch will have a penalty.
Oh, no.
Now let's clean up the issue of Kyle Busch in his hometown race. He was in the top 5 much of the day, but here is what has put him a lap down. The splitter is over the line at the front end of his pit box. They went ahead and serviced the car, and that results in a penalty.
And they've had 4 pretty big penalties on pit road this year. And you can almost see the personality in the cars, the way that Martin swerved back up the racetrack. Hey, like, you might be mad. I don't like the way you're
Trouble turn 2. One car sliding, slamming into the wall.
Oh no, Corey LaJoy.
It looked like he just lost it.
Yeah.
Because you heard the right rear tire pop. As he's sliding with the brakes on, you heard the right rear tire pop inside the in-car camera.
Reddick and Blaney in row 2. Hamlin, Logano, Elliott, Truex. Green flag.
Looking to the inside. Reddick was going for it. Blocked by Larson. Now he's moving up.
3 wide, 2 rows deep, right behind the leaders.
Big run coming.
Wow, 3 Toyotas on the bottom. Push comes to shove.
Chastain on the outside, holding tough, off of 4.
For the lead.
Well, and that's what everybody else wants to see. They want to see Ross Chastain hold that 5 car up, because they know that if he gets too far away, it'll be tough to catch him in this shorter run.
Chastain bottom to top as they enter turn 1.
Comes Denny Hamlin looking in that middle.
Still a lot of 3 wide.
And we know that Ross Chastain isn't going to go down without a fight. We've seen it every week. We've seen him do whatever he has to do in order to put himself in position to have a chance to win. So Kyle Larson clears him.
How about Tyler Reddick? He's moving around, trying to figure this thing out. Is he going to run him down? He is closing the gap, folks. Was a 10th faster that last lap. See if he makes this outside line work. He rim rode out down here in 3 and 4 last time. There it is.
Well, we saw this the last run, Clint. We saw, like we said, Kyle Larson took off, and then Tyler Reddick gets up against the fence and starts to drive up towards Kyle Larson. But it seems like when he gets inside those 4 or 5 car length distance, it's like he can't get any closer.
He's blocking. He's going to move up. Reddick is committed to that fence. Can he get to his outside? Gets a little bit tight here. The race is on.
2 laps to go.
Big time took his line there. He shot up the racetrack.
He tried to surprise Kyle Larson right there by going low, and Larson saw that in the mirror and was able to pull that car down the racetrack. But Tyler Reddick didn't lose a lot of time right there, so he still didn't lose the race.
Blaney a distant 3rd, but uncontested.
This one's going to hurt him.
Yeah. Here they come. Off turn number 4. Twice Larson and Reddick have finished 1-2. Larson the winner both times. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
And that was all Kyle Larson putting his car in the right spot in front of Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick went to the bottom of the racetrack, and he lost all that momentum.
This whole race has been all Kyle Larson. You put that kid behind the wheel of a race car like this at Hendrick Motorsports, and he will get the job done. Old-fashioned butt whooping all day long. Kyle Larson.
2 of the best in the business come off turn number 4. Reddick got within a car length, but Kyle Larson scores his 24th career win for Rick Hendrick and Chevrolet. Hendrick Motorsports now 2 out of 3 for this young season. Byron at Daytona, Larson in Las Vegas.
Fixing to see about a half-mile long burnout.
And Chevrolet continues its string of victories, 3 for 3 in 2024.
Here comes Owen, his son. Good job, Dad.
How about that?
I love it. That's awesome.
That's great.
Jamie,
oh, yeah. Get him on your feet, Owen.
What a great family sport.
It absolutely is. Kyle Larson gets his 3rd win at Las Vegas, and what a dominant performance. He sends Owen up to get the flag for him. What a day for you. I mean, you guys just had a smooth race start to finish, but take me through the last 10 laps, and you're looking in the rear view with Tyler Reddick as he's closing on you.
Yeah, no, I knew Tyler was going to be the guy to beat from the first stage. You know, he was really fast there, and I was hoping those guys were going to get racing a little bit longer behind me, because I felt like it was going to time out to where, you know, he was running really hard and getting the toe to catch me at the end. And thankfully was able to air block him a couple laps and get him tight. And I thought him and Bubba were going to get working together again to build a run, but so I was happy that didn't happen. But all in all, such a great job by this HinderCars Chevy team, and just their execution, pit road, restarts, all that was great. So cool to get a win here at Vegas again, back to back, swept all the stages again, so can't ask for much more.